Bam. There you go. They know who you is.
All right. I'll point to you on.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to another episode of Between Me and You with Charles Malcolm. Today's guest that I got on today is South Dallas's own PiKaHsSo VerbaDeLyck. What's going on?
I ain't did that in a long time.
What? I miss hearing it, man.
I ain't did that in about a year, man.
Yeah.
PiKaHsSo VerbaDeLyck in the building.
Got PiKaHsSo in here. So today, it's March 9th. We're a little bit after 7, but that's all right.
Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls. Today is his anniversary.
Oh, wow. Is it?
Yeah. He died on March 9th.
March 9th. So today we're gonna have a strong conversation, and we're gonna talk about some culture, hip hop culture. We're gonna talk about some storytelling.
VerbaDeLyck, Griot.
Yes, some music and some mental health. Now, how long you been in hip hop? Not loving hip hop, but as an artist, how long you been in hip hop?
As an artist, I'd probably say, man, that's a good question. Believe it or not, man, I put my age out there, man. When my mama got me into it, went to D.C. in 84. I say it like that. You do that's almost...
So 84, 94, 2004, 2024, that's almost 40 years in the game.
God, man, it's a long time.
That's almost 40 years in the game, man.
Oh, my God, man. My mama got me into hip-hop. We went to D.C. to go see Imam Warfdeen Muhammad speaking, of the American Muslim mission back in the days.
Yeah.
That's how I got hit with it. My mama, we went on vacation, me, my mother, my stepdad, and my sister. And ever since then, that's from the first day I got into hip hop. Matter of fact, I got a photo of me in front of the White House.
Come on.
Yeah, man. That's when I got into hip hop in 84. I'm not embarrassed to admit it.
What made you? Is that what made you fall in love with hip hop, or what?
What made you fall
in love with hip hop?
That's a good question. What made me fall in love with hip hop?
Yeah, I heard that in a movie once.
What's that? Brown Sugar?
Brown Sugar.
I knew it. What made me fall in love with hip hop?
When did you first fall in love with hip hop?
Man, listen to people like Nucleus, Jam On It.
Jam On It.
They were so different.
Jam On It.
I know everybody gonna say Big Daddy Kane and I like them, but they didn't. That's not why I fell in love with it. I was like rapping Duke, da ha. I was like obscure, weird, eccentric, kind of against the grain type hip hop. Nucleus, I really liked them back in the days.
Man, do you remember UTFO?
Yeah. Hey, girl, you want to be with me? One of them passed away because you really want to be with someone to talk to. Kango Kid, rest in peace.
Kango Kid.
And an educated rapper, rest in peace.
Split personality.
They had the Roxanne. Remember that era?
Yeah.
That was an era of hip hop I'll never forget. Yeah, what made me fall in love with hip hop? My mama, man. Rest in peace.
That's what's up. Hip hop was an escape for me. I fell in love with hip hop, man, all the way back when Heavy D first came out.
Heavy D?
Yeah.
We're going to end this stream.
Okay.
You guys froze for some reason. I need you to do me a favor because I could not pull up your LinkedIn.
Okay.
See if you were live on LinkedIn. Can you pull up your LinkedIn, see if you're on there?
Let's see.
Because we got right into the show and then you guys just froze.
Oh, wow. Where you
No. It was on, but then it ended.
So it was on.
It was on.
So it's going to show on there.
South Dallas's own.
Your voice sound good, man.
Let's make sure I kind of go through it to make sure you guys wasn't froze. Because I don't know if it was on my side or your side. I just don't want to do a whole show and it don't come out.
No. I fell in love with hip hop, man.
Yeah. It's moving?
It's moving.
Okay, you guys were like this the whole time. And about 2 or 3 minutes, I kept saying, okay, maybe it's going to come through me. I was like, better be safe than sorry.
I've seen that happen. Right. I did a whole show before. Hey, man, we got to do that over.
Yeah.
The whole show.
Be deep again.
Yeah.
Man, I can't recapture that moment, all that stuff I was saying.
No, not off the fly, not off the cuff.
Be intentionally deep again.
Recreate. That's like when you're teaching and somebody walks into your room and like you teaching a hard subject and you like really grinding that shit out and you finally got them little kids hooked in and then somebody walk in your room and be like, hey, and change the topic on you and you can't recreate.
Wow, man.
It's gone.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Okay. Yeah, I just and so you can see it on your LinkedIn.
Yep.
I pulled your LinkedIn up and there was nothing.
Yeah, I just
okay.
hit it and it came right on up.
And this is your LinkedIn page. Make sure I'm on the right one because last time I could see us. I like to double checking when the stream starts.
Yeah, no doubt.
But,
we doing some techie stuff, y'all. We doing some techie stuff.
Shouts out to
Welcome
April.
in.
Check us out.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Shouts out to April. She a gospel singer. I'm
What?
on a single, man. It was you. She pretty
man. Still the man. He talking about he too humble. Too humble. In fact, you should come out with a song called "I'm Too Humble."
Am I humble?
Don't do
And
that.
rap about how you not humble.
Don't do that because
That's a-
humble.
Some people.
Well, you can play with it. You
You'll
can
see
be
people
I'm
that's
so
being-
humble. I'm just Superman.
You'll see people being humble on purpose to get weird. Do you not that humble? Oh man, take all my money. No, don't do that.
No, not that kind of. That's
Stupid.
That's dumb and ignorant.
What's up? We got Doc Strange in the house. He a hip hop legend.
What's up? What's up?
I'm on this new single. I'm on April new single. David Smith. We used to do the radio. We used to do
Come on,
89.3.
what's up?
April, she a gospel singer, man.
Okay.
You got
We can get them in here too.
Yeah, we got to get Doc Strange and April up in here.
Come on.
What's up, Dirty South Block Party radio station in the house? What up? 89.3. David, what's up, David Smith?
No. This is what y'all were looking like. I can hear you. See how y'all went moving?
Oh wow. I can hear it.
You can hear it. So that's what I was saying at the end, y'all guys.
You got it. Good catch.
That's the engineer. That'd been me. I would have missed it. We'd been like this
See, I know the whole time.
the whole time.
You have to take this straight to Spotify. Audio only. Okay, let's try this again.
Be like this the whole time while you're talking.
It
Look, lips not moving, nothing, but you still got a little something going on. That's the way you do it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to try this again. When I point to you, you're going to be on.
We're gonna pick up right where
Doing
we left
good,
off.
April.
Yeah.
April asked how we doing. She got a nice single, man.
We'll just run through your intro.
Okay.
Is it working now?
Even the intro, yeah, because you guys are moving now.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. So run through your intro so that you have that all one cohesive unit.
Okay.
I was just in the intro part, and then you can go into what you
Bet 'em up. Bet 'em up.
Okay. Live stream.
Shouts out to Justin Livingston. He checking us out, man.
That's what's up. What?
He a dope video director, man.
Come on.
Justin Livingston. Yeah.
Check out the
Rest
show.
in peace to my homeboy Tiptoe from the product. He passed away.
Man.
Hip hop. They from West Coast and did
We
stuff
finna
in
get
the
into
South.
that.
Shouts out to
We
Tiptoe.
finna get into that, man.
He another
I love
legend
it, man.
passed
I'm
away.
glad you're here, man.
We finna get it in, man.
You know, PiKaHsSo always show up for me.
I got to, man. Y'all show me love, man.
All right, here we
Yes,
go.
Let's
sir.
do it.
Welcome back to another show of Between Me and You with Charles Malcolm. My name is Charles Malcolm. Today is March 9th, and we are going to get it in today talking about a little conversation about culture, storytelling, and how hip-hop fuses music and mental health together. And today on the show, I got my main man, go back like 4 flats and Cadillac,
Yeah.
PiKaHsSo VerbaDeLyck. What's up, PiKaHsSo?
What's up, man? It's your boy PiKaHsSo VerbaDeLyck. I ain't said that in a long time. Thanks for help rejuvenate that.
Come
Been
on.
a long time since I said my little old sound piece.
South Dallas Griot.
I'm the South Dallas Griot. I ride
What's
around
going on,
town
man?
in a bug, not a Fiat. Even though I got a bug no more. I gotta change that part. Everybody still think I done put it in the song. But shout, what's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm great, man. So we were talking a little bit before we were shooting about hip hop
Hip hop.
and your first love, and you was telling me how your mother took you to D.C.
And my mother, I gotta be all the way real.
All the way
Not that
real.
I never am, but my mother, my stepfather, and my sister, we went to D.C.
Yeah.
to
When
hear
was this? 84?
about 84, 83, something like that.
Somewhere in there,
To hear Imam Warfdi Muhammad speak.
Yeah.
That was at the time that at the particular juncture he was the leader of the American Muslim Mission,
Okay.
and I ran into this guy. He was, boom. I was like, "Ooh, wow, what is that?" I don't know the guy. We just have a kindred spirit.
Okay.
I was like, "Can you show me how to do that?" We found a little room in a convention, and we did it, and so helped me. It just so happened to be connected into what the whole convention was going on. Everybody
Wow.
who did that. Ever since then, I've been a rapper or a
Man.
beatbox. I started off
Sound
as a beatboxer.
Dougie Fresh up in here.
I can't do it no more, man. Like I was doing that. My mouth and got a little slow, little step or whatever. But
Yeah.
my mama, my stepdad, and all them.
So
They the ones
who
got me hip hop.
who was your first artist that, like, back then, they don't know it today, but we had tape cassettes and shit.
Yeah, we had tapes,
Who
8
was-
tracks.
8 tracks. Who was the first artist that you listened to that you just had to, I don't know if you did the take the pencil
Yeah,
inside the cassette tape and had to rewind it
some of
because your rewind would break on the tape cassette player. Who was your first artist that you enjoyed so much that you was really willing to rewind and break your tape deck for it?
the first artists I enjoyed so much. Like I said back in the days, I used to listen to people like Nucleus. I used to love that. I was into the pop lock sound. That push the button. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like the breakdown, like Turbo and Ozone, Kraftwerk. Remember that? Twitter
Electric
front.
Boogaloo.
Shocks. You know, they in Kraftwerk they speaking in German.
Dancing to the Electric Boogaloo.
For those who know Kraftwerk, if you look at Turbo Broom sing on breaking, that's what they breaking to. It's called group is called Kraftwerk. They'll say Achele Shock says. It's like they were speaking in German. I thought that was so cool. Twitter front.
Wow.
You don't know they speaking in German. I thought that was so cool.
Wow.
So Nucleus, Kraftwerk,
man,
Rapping Duke. I like
that's way back, man.
People and stuff like that, man. You know, so that's what I was into.
My dad wouldn't let us listen to hip hop, so I had to sneak it.
That's the best movie when you sneak. So I like Houdini, by the way.
And Houdini,
as far as hip hop, they were so dope.
Man,
Rest in peace to Jalil.
Don't push me,
Ecstasy.
I'm close.
Who is that?
To the edge.
Oh.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
I can't. It's like a jungle sometimes.
That make me wonder.
God, keep from going under. That's believe it or not. That's how I used to rap. Pass your hand.
I had to sneak it because my dad didn't like us listening to cursing, even though he cursed like a pirate.
Why not?
That's how he ran his house, I guess. So I'd be sneaking in the room. I'd be listening to old stuff like when Heavy D first came out. And then 8th grade, I remember 8th grade, sneaking. One of my friends gave me his cassette tape to NWA.
NWA.
And I lost my mind.
Speaking of NWA, I heard Dr. Dre is sick.
Is he? No, I didn't hear about that.
You seen it on the news? He in the hospital. Had to be rushed to the hospital.
No, I
Dr.
didn't
Dre
hear
today.
about that, man.
Shouts out to Dr. Dre. Keep your head up. I know he don't hear this, but just in case you do, shouts out to Dr. Dre. We praying for you.
Man, so tell me a little bit about your background, man. You know, you fell in love with hip hop 83, 84.
84.
You moving it ever since. When did you start performing?
I started performing.
And I want to get into your first performance.
I think my first performance was probably at the Dallas Master at Al-Islam. Like I said, my mama was a very important That's why you look at my main picture. I keep my picture from here her up. Yeah. My mama had me performing like at the Masjid. I wasn't that good. And probably at Lincoln High when I went to Lincoln High.
Yeah.
I performed with Dr. Lewis.
How did you feel the first time you performed?
I was like this. I'm a Muslim doing a Christmas rap, but that's my only way to get my name out there. I'm shaking like this. It's Christmas time. I was like, just shaking the whole time. I was worried about getting booed, but everybody, I said, da-da-da-da. I kind of bit from Run DMC a little bit. Happy New Year at that part. I ain't gonna even lie. Now that I think about it, now that I'm older, Happy New Year. I said that in the crowd. I don't remember the rest of the rap, but the whole crowd went loud like, wow, Lincoln. Shouts out to Dr. Lewis. They gave me my first stage, and my mama had me perform at the Dallas Masjid of Al-Islam. Performing. My mama thought I was LL Cool J when I was a kid. Even though I think back, I wasn't evolved like I am now, but she was a big supporter of me, my mama, man.
Man, and now, and so tell me how hip hop through the years, because you've been performing, you've been on some big stages.
Yeah,
I've seen some big videos of yours.
Some big stage, okay. Yeah.
You know, and then you and I were talking once. I think it was back in my place.
Okay, and
we were talking about the struggle of when you are not on that stage anymore in the same light that you once had been.
The struggle.
How does hip hop help you now that you're not performing as much?
You know what helped me right now?
Yeah.
I've been humbled. And when you're not humble, God thrusts humbleness upon you. I've been humbled. Yeah. I don't even care about shaving up my beard. I'm just a regular human I'm just walking amongst the regular people. I don't care about being, oh, look at me. I'm wearing the look of the common working man. I don't shave. Just come as I am, man. I'm just walking amongst people. I don't think there's nothing special about me unless I can cheat death or take off flying.
Yeah.
I've been humbled. That's what I didn't like about hip hop. It gets you kind of highfalutin with delusions of grandeur. And when you're humble, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care if women like me. Back in the day, I was so focused on being some kind of ladies man. I don't care about all that stuff. I spent most of my time alone. I had to get to know myself. I had to tear myself down and rebuild myself as much as I humanly can. So
I remember, I remember when NWA was out, and I saw Compton just the other day on TV.
Compton?
What's that movie? The movie about NWA.
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
You know what? I've never seen that movie. Is it good?
Yeah,
you seen it? Straight Outta Compton. I never even seen E.T.
You gotta go see E.T., man.
I'm serious.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
So in the movie, you know, a lot of the politicians was trying to shut NWA down.
Yeah. Because
they felt that rap music was inciting violence amongst teenagers and young people.
NWA music was.
You know, and then there was a study come out recently. They did what's called a longitudinal study. where they examined hip hop over the last 40 years. And they found out that hip hop did not, this was on a TED Talk, and hip hop had not affected violence at all. In fact, when NWA came out, violence from music went down.
You know what I think hip hop does? I think it expands upon your lexicon. I think the reason why my lexicon, like the words I speak, that's your verbal arsenal.
Yeah.
Because of hip hop. I started devastate. I know what devastate mean. Then quinquagenarian. To just going and going. It evolved from doing hip hop.
My dad made me write the dictionary.
He did.
And yeah, he must have saw Malcolm X movie.
Wow.
You know, had me write the dictionary, then I had to write the encyclopedia on out.
I want to meet your dad.
I didn't have to write the thesaurus, thank goodness. But I probably should have.
We need parents like that. There's nothing wrong with being smart in the hood. Nowadays, everybody think it's cool to be dumb. You know, I'm dumb, man. My kid got they poorly educated, walk around talking and like.
Now I can see the hip hop now encouraging that. The not knowing.
Not to Chuck D. I bet Chuck D before. By the way, he the reason why I started wearing a P hat. Chuck D. I met him in D.C.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Chuck D from Public Enemy. I met him. I said, he got a P hat. That's damn PiKaHsSo. I bit it off him. Not gonna lie.
I ain't mad at you.
I don't even care no more.
So let me ask you, as we talk about hip hop in the community, and I was doing a paper the other day, and did you know 70% of people, especially people of color, suffer at least one emotional traumatic event in their life?
Oh, wow.
30% they endure 2 or more traumas. And when you think about that, and traumas, we're talking about poverty, right? We're talking about breaking up a household, you know, your mom, dad, both of them leaving, living with grandma. You know, we're talking about all these kind of issues, and what that produces is a mental health crisis in the community. And so this is kind of what I want to get into this discussion about today.
Let's do it.
Is how can hip hop heal the Black community? So I'm gonna throw that big question at you. How do you think hip hop heals the community?
How do I think hip hop,
or can it heal a community?
I think hip hop heals the community. I think at first, I know this sounds real generic. It start with your mama, your daddy, your grandmama and them and all that. It start with them and your grandmama and them, your aunt and all that.
Yeah.
If they can't heal the house, what can hip hop do? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think of it almost like, and I don't want to frame hip hop negatively, but I want to say that, you know, hip hop almost can be a comfort, just like any other genre of music can be a comfort. You know, I was riding up here today, and when I have anxiety, I listen to this song called "My Anxiety."
Who's that?
I can't remember her name.
I'm listening to Spyro Gyro.
Obscure artist, but when the music plays, and this is my point, when the music plays, it helps to me release whatever that emotion is so that I can move on with my day. And sometimes I think that hip hop does that for us too. You know, like when Biggie died, you know, not to bring up P. Diddy necessarily, but when Biggie died, you know, P. Diddy came out with the song, you know, when he bit off a sting, Every Breath You Take, and that became like an anthem for us to almost celebrate the life of Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, speaking of Biggie Smalls, like today is his anniversary, March 9th.
Man.
He got killed.
Man.
I know that for a fact. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls, but continue.
We talking about violence, right?
Yeah.
But in the same capacity is healing. So that's what I'm trying to get from you is, what do you think that hip hop's role is in healing people to heal a community and bring its mental health to a better state as a whole?
Well, I think hip hop role in healing the community. That's a tough question, man. But I'm gonna tell you like this.
I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
I just think, man, I think people should take hip hop for what it is. If you get something negative from it, some people are fueled by negative. Let them be who they are.
Yeah.
I know that may sound crazy. I'm not really. You need to do that. You need to do this, do that, to the other. Just let them be. NWA was there for a reason.
Yeah.
Then you got people like Chuck D. They're there for a reason. Then you got people like leaders of the new school. Then you got people like Kendrick Lamar, Outkast. Everybody serves their different purpose. You don't need. I think when grandmama and them be cooking them, your grandmama and them, they had that goulash.
Yeah.
They had all kinds of different corn and tomatoes and meat and stuff in it. I think we need all that stuff. Even within the negativity, you can dig through the layers, kind of like getting through the layers. It's something that you can get from that. So I think we need all that to part of our healing. Even through the negative. We can't just hide the negative and be kumbaya by the campfire.
Man, I saw KRS-One on TikTok yesterday.
KRS-One?
He was talking to this, and that's my favorite of all time, KRS-One. And he was talking to this young girl, and he was expressing to her the benefits of older people listening to younger people, and younger people listening to older people. And he was saying how younger people have experiences that the older people don't have.
Yeah.
Older people have experiences that the younger people don't have. And if we're able to share those experiences with each other, talk with one another, then we all get to move a little bit faster in this jungle that we call America.
It's crazy. You said I learned a lot from my grandmama, rest in peace, from James Anna Moore, from Aberdeen, Mississippi, and Strong, Mississippi. They had land out there that they're trying to take from us. Yeah. I know about it. But anyway, I learned a whole lot from that woman. She taught in a way that was kind of like real primitive, but it stuck.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. We do need to have that. Like, and it's like far as like the kids or whatever. That's why I think my whole perspective on life is nobody's better than nobody. I used to walk around all highfalutin with delusions of grandeur, my head all turned around. God humbled me. Best thing ever could have happened to me, being humble. And a lot more of us need to be humble, but that's not for me to do. So I don't think I'm better than nobody. Even with kids, I watch my grandson, TJ and Titan. I watch him like, wow, look how they operate.
Yeah.
Why they putting it's like a tribal ritual with them, how they communicate with brothers. Why they putting each other through so much pain, and they communicate with each other. So I learned from them how they on the tablet. I'm watching them with my peripheral or whatever. I learned from the kids. They TJ and Tiny, they like 6, 7, 3, and 4, something like in that age group. I learned from everybody. I learned from you. I learned from people's facial expressions. I learned from everybody, man.
Don't believe him.
I do. I know I joke a lot, but I'm dead serious. I learned from everybody, man.
So how does that, for the music that you did do you think that those messages that you're conveying now, do you think those came across in your music, or was your music more geared for selling records?
The music we did, which I did a lot of different stuff, man. My music is that PPT stuff we did at Dallas Maverick. That was more fun. I was real fun and upbeat and effervescent, and we was real jovial back then. But now, then I might get depressed and go. My solo stuff is very dark sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But you need darkness. I think we need darkness. I really do.
What do you think was one of your darkest cuts?
I got a song I put out. I was talking about. I didn't even put the song out. My homeboy, you gonna put that out? And I never put it out. I'm just talking about how I really felt when you peel back the layers and go into the core of my soul and what
let's get into that, man.
I'm telling you, when you peel back the layers of my soul and go deep in my soul, I start talking to me about certain things that happened to me as a kid, about things that happened to me from grown women doing stuff to me. And my homeboy said, man, you gonna put that out? I never put it out. So my darkest song I never put out. But I had a few songs even talk about sometime I was in a suicide mode. But to me, as I look at stuff suicide now, I look at suicide as a form of selfishness. So I like, who am I to just do that? Who am I to do that? So if you listen to my songs, I don't like. I have to really check myself on that. Some of my stuff come in freestyles or whatever. Sure, sometimes the darkness may come inside of a moment or whatever. Like I got this song called Freestyle.
Okay.
It's like German for freestyle, and on the song, I'm getting kind of emotional thinking about that. Yeah, it's not what I'm saying.
Lean in, brother.
It's not what I'm saying. It's the emotion that came behind what made it propel what I said. I'm just freestyling, but my freestyle at that particular juncture, it came from my homeboy Tony did the beat, and I'm freestyling like 6-7 minutes, but when I freestyle like that, I'm just going there. Da, 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 da. As the beat start having a crescendo, as the crescendo started building up, the more emotions that I got. And I was just like, and the stuff I'm
going through, man. I mean,
I started thinking about a lot of stuff.
Why did you have to pour that out at the time?
I started thinking about a lot of stuff that I've been through as a kid. We know us as black men, we mask a lot of that stuff. Life is like Velcro. Our women doing us wrong, we doing them wrong, and then it's just a vicious cycle, just replicating itself.
Do you think hip hop in some ways takes and kind of manipulates masculinity, turns it on its head, so that younger men look at hip hop and think that they have to identify with the masculinity that's put out in hip hop?
Yeah,
does that put a bar for young men to say, I want to be masculine? PiKaHsso's rapping like that. I think he's masculine. Thus, I'm going to identify and make myself after how he's depicting masculinity to be.
Man, I don't think I can blame it on hip hop. I think that's just a man thing. I think we as men, we hold a lot of stuff in. If women and your kids don't know the pain that a man go through, if we really, really knew, y'all women will cry. I mean, most of y'all. I mean, I don't know about all of y'all, but you really know because
I wrote a book over there.
We've been talking.
Don't move it now, but it literally, the title of it is How Becoming a Man Became a Job.
Yeah, it's hard being a man. The world tells you to hold that stuff in, but eventually, if you keep holding that stuff in and holding it in and holding it in and holding it in, you implode. It just,
you gotta
let it loose.
I want to build on that. So we talking about masculinity. How do you think hip hop then, let's go all the way back until now, how do you think hip hop has shaped the identity of especially men as masculine or not? How do you think that it did that? Did it do it in a good way? Did it do it in a bad way? Was it too much even? What do you think?
Like I said before, I think in life everything needs to be the way it is. We don't need too much Martin Luther King. We need the antithesis of Martin. We need a Malcolm X. We need we need a Charleston White. We need a you. We need all kinds of different to make this white, to make this world complete. I think it don't need to be too soft. So I think hip hop, I don't know if I can just blame hip hop for men. What'd you say about being mad? I'm all twisted in my thoughts.
Has masculinity, the way it's been depicted in hip hop.
Yeah.
Do you think that has messed up or improved how young men see themselves as men? Like, do they walk around with their identity as males based off of hip hop?
I don't know if I can just blame that on hip hop. I think that I never thought I'd be saying something so generic, but I think that comes with your dad and your mom and them, man.
Yeah.
I don't think you can blame it on hip hop because like there've been certain things about me I can't blame it on my daddy. Certain ways that I've picked up over the years. That was just something that I picked up.
I wonder though, because I kind of think it does. I think in some way, in the same way that Denzel Washington acts, right? He's just smooth. And so there are men that want to identify with that smoothness.
I like Denzel.
Or Michael Jordan and wearing Jordans. You know, when Michael Jordan was at his peak, you got your Jordans on now. Yeah. I don't know what I got on. I got on some footsies.
Them the Jason Voorhees 6. I'm playing with you. I'm joking.
You know, and these are my feet can feel the ground, my footsies. But, you know, in the same way that Jordan played basketball, everybody wanted to buy Jordans. Yeah. And they identified, and even his moves, his fadeaway, even sticking out his tongue, you started to see everybody, including Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna say it, even Kobe Bryant, you saw these identities coming from these examples. And so I think in some way, you know, especially seeing Straight Outta Compton recently.
I've never seen Straight Outta Compton.
You don't have to see it, but, you know, life on the road.
Okay.
Now I know you've been on the road.
I've been on the road before.
You know, and on the road, you know, they were depicting a lot of stuff what happens on the road on screen too. And so that the idea of having a whole bunch of women, having the idea of having to have the fancy car, or these types of kicks, you know, or that kind of thing, this identity, I think it does come from, in some small way, at least, from hip hop. And hip hop, you know, going all the way back to Russell Simmons with hip hop. You know, he made hip hop a global brand. And so I think that influence does carry out a little bit. You say no, not really?
I don't know, man. I used to think that back when I was younger, but since I've got evolved, I had to go back to your. Okay, I like to be the kind of guy that look at my own. I don't like to look at other people. I look at my daughter. Some of the ways of my daughter is a direct reflection of me. Some of her bad ways.
Sure.
I could have did better as a father. I don't like to be on these microphones faking. It's good, I'm a father. Don't even tell me Happy Father's Day. It's corny to me if I don't deserve it. I don't even like it.
I feel you.
I don't. It just makes me cringe if it's not sincere.
Hey,
don't give me a pound if your heart not in it.
You gotta keep it 100.
So I think my daughter, some of her ways, as a woman, could have been better. No, not could have. That's making an excuse. Would have been better if I'd have taught her some of the ways. And then you start seeing a lot of resentment. Even though they do it with a smile, I can see still the resentment in your vocal intonations when she speak. So yes, I can say hip hop, but if I'd have been, if my daughter know how kind-hearted and how nurturing that I really was, as a man, I think that it shaped her a lot better. She don't know that. She don't really know me like that. I'm saying that on camera right now.
Well, I think that's, and I applaud you for it, brother, because I've had the same thing myself. So let's move into this space then. So I'm not a hip hop artist like you. I'm a writer, right?
Okay.
And so the gap that I have with my kids, as you talk about the gap that you have with yours,
Yeah.
I was like, how do I let my kids know that dad turned it around? Because there are parts, there's kids of mine now that don't listen to me.
How you let them know you turn it? How you turn it
how,
around?
how do I let them know? I write, and so these books that I write, part of me writing the books is not to make money or for the audience. Literally, some of the way that I write books is literally so my kids can see. And so I want to ask you this question. What do you think the role of storytelling in culture is, using hip hop to maybe influence or improve the way that young people now, the way they may become aware of not just the struggles that they're in, because they can feel those, but storytelling, can it help these kids identify what they're going through a little bit better and then channel that into something where they can become better?
I think storytelling.
Do you think storytelling? Yeah. What's the role of storytelling in that?
Man, I think kids gonna get what they get, man. I think some kids got to be like me and you. They just got to evolve in life. Like grandma said, you got to find a grandma. I speak about my grandmama a lot. That's why I'm back to my roots. I ain't on that fancy PiKaHsSo crap. I hate it. I had to destroy that stuff. Really. I guess you're kind of right, because I'm saying that I kind of destroy that stuff. But it was my own personal thing. But I think kids, man, I think they're gonna have to learn the hard way like we did.
Really? I
think they're gonna have to learn. I think some of them you can reach, but some of them they got to be reached to that. I hate to say it, they got to go to jail, get that strap put to their butt and all that kind of stuff. They got to learn the hard way. Not that I ever been to jail. No, that's another thing. Now I will say this about rap. Why come you never appropriate the people who didn't go to jail? Who didn't? Who did? I never been. That's boring to y'all. But I think sometimes you got to put that strap and let life beat their ass like it did me.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're not humble, God will thrust humbleness upon you.
Oh.
And I love being humble.
Life is going to find you.
Oh, my God, I love being That's the best thing ever.
Life is going to find you.
The best thing ever. That's hip-hop. The best thing ever that ever happened to me is being humble. And for those that know, I love being humble. I had to, and whether you like it or not, you can't, nobody, 50 Cent, I don't care, all that stuff. I see T.I.'s son, them talking about 50 Cent mama, man, you can be humble too. And 50 Cent talking about T.I. wife and all, anybody can be humble.
See?
Money don't mean nothing.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like now, I done listen to 50's song. I done listen to T.I.'s song. I done seen the TikTok memes. And I laughed at it, and at the same time I said, oh my goodness.
It's getting dark.
That's getting dark.
I ain't talking about nobody mama, man.
Man.
I don't want hip hop. So I guess you can say I'm a contradiction, because on one other hand, I guess I am kind of hip hop is a contradiction. There you go. Because some parts I land, and you're right about that, man. I don't know. I'm all over the place. But I pride myself on being brutally honest. So when people go back and listen to this stuff, that guy was honest. You know how real. That's what I like about hip hop. I wish hip hop would just be more real. I wish 50 Cent be like, you know what, man? I know I should be talking about T.I. wife like that. I wish T.I. son like, you know what? I should be putting 50 Cent dead mom on a T-shirt. That's being real. You really being real?
What if they came out and said that? What if they said, you know what?
T.I. might have said, I don't know.
We're going too far with this.
I think
there would be impact.
I think that would be impactful. But a lot of rappers now I'm acting contradicting myself. But a lot of rappers got this highfalutin ego. They can never say, man, 50 Cent, I know sometimes I shouldn't have did that. I'm using him for example, like that I'm picking on 50. I don't even know the guy. He don't know me. But 50, hey man, I know I shouldn't have said that. You ever think about how that stuff feel?
Right.
I mean, think that's what
impact.
That's what I think.
And that's what we're talking about. The impact of that.
That's what I think about hip hop. I think hip hop don't have emotions no more. Nobody had. That's what I hated about myself. When I was like in my 20s, I had no emotions. I was real stoic and apathetic or whatever. I think hip hop is no emotion no more. Nobody feels no more. I think black people as a whole starting to be cold. They laughing at people getting hurt and filming it on YouTube. Yeah. I think hip hop lost its emotion. It's tact. Everything's funny. Everything ain't funny. Everything ain't a joke. People dying ain't funny. Putting their cameras and their camera phones out there like that. Yeah. Everybody feeling. I feel for my homeboy Tiptoe passed away. My homeboy Husky was in the hospital. I feel. They felt for me when I went to my thing I went through a year ago. I think hip hop has lost its emotion. That's we had the Grandmaster Flash, the Furious Five, Chuck D. They had emotion.
Man, there was storytellers.
Tupac. Ain't nothing wrong with crime.
Tupac is a storyteller too.
Storyteller. But I'm talking about storyteller was telling with not just telling a story just to get sale, telling a story that you really mean.
Yeah.
When you speak from the heart.
Yes.
Cujo Goody said it. They shut. I never like to plagiarize people's word. They shut you down when you speak from your heart. Cujo Goody said that on one of them OutKast songs. I love when he said that. You know, I never bite. Everybody just plagiarize people's stuff.
Right.
They plagiarize people's stuff and not giving credit. Cujo said they shut you down when you speak from your heart. One of them OutKast records. Well, I can't remember which one. Maybe it's Millennium.
He did that, and he had to pay Sting every day. I forgot how much money. $100,000 every day.
He did.
$100,000 every day.
Plagiarizing him, stealing
because he stole that sample.
He did it, and he got more problems than that Sting song.
He got more problems than that Sting.
But anyway, man, to go back to your question, I think hip hop has lost its soul. And I didn't mean to be all deep and emotional.
No,
that's just kind of moody. I'm trying to hold back the tears.
Man, that's what we're talking about.
I'm trying my best to hold back the tears. I don't know why, but I'm getting them. I'm talking to my mama, my grandmama's spirit right now. I'm getting them right now. I'm not really in one of my playful, silly moods. I was at first, but once the camera's gone, I'm getting to speaking. I'm getting my spirit. I ain't really spoken about a year, man. I ain't spoken a long time.
Well, I'm glad you're here speaking.
But thanks for opening up this Pandora's box. But I think hip hop has lost its emotion. We laughing at people dying and stuff. Everything's funny. Oh, he died. Let me get on for her. Everything ain't funny until it happened to you.
So let me ask you this question now. Do you see hip hop as a tool then for social change? Because we've talked about, you know, the negative impacts, the positive impacts, the storytelling from back in the day, and now it's channeled into something else. Do you think that hip hop could still be that tool for social change and specifically speaking in that mental health space? Can it be a tool to help lift our community a little bit more from these traumatic impacts and the reminders of the traumatic impacts?
I think what I think about hip hop, a tool, I think if people get it, they get it. I don't force people to get me. But what I do tell you, I think hip hop, as a matter of fact, I know hip hop. Like I said, my lexicon of words came from hip hop. I started off like devastate, then I was using words like quinquentionarian. It just made me just slowly evolve. So I think hip hop should be put in the curriculums of schools. I think it should be part of the English curriculum. I really do. Because think about it. You putting words together that's rhyming within a 16 measure. You know how we like scientists. Hip hoppers are like scientists.
Absolutely.
We scientists in these little rooms all across the world. We scientists.
Absolutely.
Put together these little mathematical equations. You put in a 16-bar measure and you rhyming within that rhyme, within a little rhyme spectrum, within the 16-bar loop. I'm sick with mine. Long after my bones are gone back home, Mr. Jones. Existence on earth will be hard to define. It will be stories of me that will allow the blind to see. I'm far behind. I'm 2 steps ahead of you. I am a threat to you. If I didn't comprehend, stop my song and rewind. And I'm breaking it down.
That's magic. Man, you talking about you ain't retired.
I'm not. I ain't say I retired, man. I just had to take a break. That's the best thing I did. For last year, I just took a break.
Yeah.
Get my spirit right and just get right. Sometimes we got to get right as men. My spirit wasn't right, man. That's why I'm just logging on now. So let me log. This is the first time I even logged on Facebook or did an interview. Let me get my spirit right so I can spit some knowledge.
So let me ask you this.
Fitness, foolishness all the time.
What do you think the difference is then with the storytelling between hip hop and country music?
Elvira, my heart is on fire and away. I like country where they tell their pain. That's what I like about country. They telling their story. Girl left me, and she had sex with my friend,
and my dog died, and
they telling their pain. But hip hop got some people like that tell their pain too. They got rappers like that. What's it? Triple X Tentacion and Tupac. They told their pain and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes people think it's soft. I'm not nothing soft about me. But sometimes it's cool to be soft. You can't be around your kids being hardcore like that all day.
Can you imagine that being hard
around your kids and imagine being around your kids and your woman, not smiling. I think hip hop needs to smile more.
So what do you think? So let me ask you this, and we'll bring this to a close. What do you think then is the future of hip hop?
I think it
has to evolve from whatever it is now because it keeps evolving. What do you think the next evolution of hip hop is going to be then?
My grandsons.
Yeah.
That's
what are they going to be spitting about?
No telling. My little one, he be forming words. The little one, TJ Titan. He already formulating the words with kind of emulate me.
Yeah.
I think them, but I think hip hop, man. To answer your question, man, I think what I think gonna evolve into, like we going to AI, which is very scary to me. I don't know if I like it. It's kind of creepy. I don't know what's real or not. But I think hip hop gonna evolve to some like people just. I think we'll be able to record with our minds. I think we're gonna be able to go into a studio and just think our lyrics, and the lyrics gonna be able to project themselves on the screen. I really do. I might be putting think about it. We think a lot.
Man, you could be on something.
I think we're gonna think our lyrics.
Hip hop do.
And then think about it. If you think about it right now, you ever went to YouTube and like, man, I was just looking at that. Now you see the videos or commercials, the ad space on YouTube. They monitoring us. I wouldn't be surprised if they probing our brains. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
I think when police pull over, do you do it? They're gonna know. They're gonna have some to probe your thought. Yeah, he did do it. That's gonna be a part of hip hop. I said it first right here. I think we're gonna be able to quote with our minds.
We got you.
Put on some little prongs like this. I'm sick with mine. Wrong with the Magones are going back home. Mr. Jones. This is one hurt me hard to define. It's going through this thing on that Dell laptop he got right there.
You might see it. Well, man, I thank you for being here today.
Yeah, shouts out to everybody. Check me out. My homeboys, they check me out. I shout them out.
Please.
Larry, Mr. Quick, he went to link with me. All my homeboys. You know, a lot of people checking us out. Check us out on the Radio Therapy Network, man. Yeah, you're doing big things. I want to thank you for having me here, man.
Man,
it means a lot.
You my brother, man.
Y'all means a lot to me, man. I love what they're doing. Check us out on the Radio Network. The Radio Therapy Network.
Radio Therapy Network, man.
Black brothers doing big things, man. I'm PiKaHsSo son. This is my first time doing the interviews. I really just think you were breathing life. I ain't did an interview in about over a year or something.
Wow, man.
Been a long time.
Man, you honor us with your presence, man.
Shouts out to my grandson, TJ and Type, my daughter Merced. They showed me a lot of love on my birthday, February 1st. Shout out to Camila Reed and
man, Imagine. Y'all ain't seen his TikTok over here blowing up. He been killing it. I'm next to a legend. So today's episode was really about understanding hip hop beyond entertainment. You know, what's the effect of hip hop on our community? We tried to look into the insights into mental health in the conversations as we as Black men need to be having more about our own mental health and using hip hop as a means to convey these messages, and then the importance of sharing these stories, man. I'm so glad that you put out stuff and you continue to be in the scene, man. I just hope that you continue to put out good music that you've been putting out and telling these stories, because I'm telling you, the place that you pull it from, even from your dark hip hop, there's a place for it.
I got a song called Black Children. It's about I want to do that video. I'm putting it out there right now. I'm getting my homeboy Huey to do it. It's about my homeboy Hakeem Ansari. He got hung in Kilgore, Texas when I was a kid. It still hurt me to this day. One of my best friends, he got hung. So I finally conjured up the energy to write the story and do the song. When my homeboy Big Hub did the beat, rest in peace to Big Hub. It's called Black Children. I just wanted to unite all Black children. So when I do it, I want many Black children I can find to come in the video. It's dedicated to my homeboy Hakeem Ansari. He got hung from a tree in Kilgore, Texas. We got to get his name. I ain't gonna let his name. That was a long time ago, but I still hurt from that.
Absolutely, man.
Called Black Children, produced by Big Hub.
Don't have time on it. It don't have a time.
The single out right now though. I'm trying to do a video for that. So yeah, man, that's a good story.
Man, hit me up, man.
All right,
we'll bring the cameras out there.
Most def.
So I want to thank you for joining me today. Episode 4 coming up March 23rd, 7 p.m. on right here on Between Me and You with Charles Malcolm. We're gonna catch you next time. I'm gonna give you these 2 fingers. Be easy.
Shouts out to my cousin Stu from Aberdeen, Mississippi, checking us out. What up?
What's up? What's up?
My home Serena Nicole.
Be
Serena.
Easy.
She from Aberdeen, Mississippi. That's Camila Reed in the house. Radio Therapy Network.
That's what's up.
Yeah, they checking us out, man. I ain't know people gonna log in.
Right. That's it, man. We clear.
Yup. In and out.
Just like that, bro.
Antonio.
Like that.
I don't know, PiKaHsSo.
What?
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the hearts. I'm glad y'all jumped in.
Know about what?
I'm gonna holler at y'all. Be easy.
I don't know about the impact from hip hop on the culture, and the reason I say that is because, like, even on your song, you just said Black Children.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to do that to unite, which means you are speaking that you have influence by you being on the mic. So that means everybody that gets on the mic has influence. And as hip hop artists, I've often heard a lot of hip hop artists shy away from that accountability. And I'm like, the reason, like, I sent him the question about the country music, because when you start looking at drug references, or you start looking at violent references, you start telling your story and telling the pain that you went through and putting it in an artistic way to where you can hear my story versus glorifying the violence of it is different than saying I'm going to glorify the violence because that was my story. No, violence was in your story, but what part are you highlighting? Are you highlighting the pain that it caused you? Or are you highlighting the act of the violence, right? And so your position, just like every other hip hop artist, you guys have the ability to influence, because you look at, like Charles brought up the shoes, the Jordan shoes. Well, want to be like Mike.
Yeah.
Mike had the influence. You produce a lot of. You look at right now in the NBA, every team has a guy named Jalen on the team. Do you know Jalen was not a name until Jalen Rose played? And his influence from the Fab Five to the NBA has now created the name Jalen. People say, "Oh, I'm gonna name my kid Jalen." That name didn't exist.
Right.
So, with that being said, the people who take the hip hop form seriously and understand their cultural impact, because we can say, "Hey, man, it's on the parents," and that is true. But there's also too much is given, much is required. And if I give you a major platform, we have to demand that you can't get up here and say, "My coochie pinky, my booty hole brown."
Yeah,
I have to demand that you can't get up here and say, "I just smoke all day, every day, drink."
Is that even hip hop though? I think even what
it's a derivative of the culture.
I think what I'm thinking about, man, I don't want you to misconstrue me, man. I'm very well thought out what I said. I think what I'm talking about more like hip hop. Do this, do that. More like do that. I really believe just let people be who they are. Like I had to learn my way. The way I am, I'm an older guy, man. It took me a long time to be humble. Like I said, humble. And what I said on the mic to be clear for myself. I said I contradict myself. Yeah. It just is. No, but we all do.
Look, that was great.
Well,
that you said that, because you even mentioned that in hip hop, the whole thing is a contradiction.
It is contradiction.
So it was great that you even brought that part up.
Yeah.
Because that's something that us who grew up with it, we do wrestle with, right? We say, this is good. Yeah. This maybe not so, good, because you gotta look at it, man. There was a whole thing for a long time. It was like, okay, is every dude gonna get up and call every woman a bitch?
I don't do that.
Right? No, I'm saying, but every time we had an album, and people start saying, "God dang,
that's too much."
But you even watch how hip hop have influenced R&B.
Right.
All R&B singers now want to be rappers to a tune.
Yes.
And so now somebody asked one of the legends what happened. He was like, "Oh, Keith Sweat." He said, "Y'all want to cuss in the music now? Y'all want to be rappers? Y'all want to sit here and cuss it? We didn't cuss in the music like that. Y'all want to cuss in R&B like it was hip hop."
The reason why I say I'm a contradiction, because I listen to myself when I speak.
Yeah.
And I listen to other people. I don't like to judge people. That's what I mean by hip hop. I think sometimes my words get misconfused and translate. You really just, for me to really get my point across, I probably just have to sit down in an empty room with a white wall and just hear me talk for a minute and pick out the little tidbits, because I'm a flawed human and I love my flaws. Yeah. My flaws will make it. I love them. I don't run from my flaws, man. I'm really a messed up dude with a good heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm messed up mentally.
It's on your shirt.
Amir Mortal. Yeah. You know Amir? That's Questlove's real name. Amir Mortal. I wear my heart on my sleeve like the pen that Quest wore. Questlove wore the pen on his sleeve, and I sit there in the rap. I think his name is Amir. Amir Mortal means you're a human. Amir. That's like a play on word. So I say with hip hop could be put in the English vernacular. Look how we breaking down words. Amir Mortal. You know how clever some of the stuff Nas write, or people like Common, you saying?
They're
Lil Wayne.
They're poets.
Lil Wayne says stuff like G moving silence like lasagna. Like, oh my God. Lil Wayne might come off. Look, that's what I like about hip hop. I love the flaws. I love people that got they messed up things about it. But through that, Tupac had a lot of darkness in him too. A lot of people like to say that. Tupac had a lot of darkness in him. But through that darkness, it's a genius in it. So I don't like to stifle that in people. I like to get that diamond in the rough, let them be raw, let them be rugged, let them figure it out on their own, but kind of puppeteer them like Geppetto. Just kind of puppeteer them on the sideline a little bit.
I hate that the artists get caught in that gap between the celebrity status of being a hip hop star and all the money that the record companies are spending on them, and then the reality of being a business owner and having to conduct themselves like a business owner because you are your own brand. And that gap between them, man, has gotten, I just feel like bigger and bigger and bigger.
Something you said today earlier. One of y'all, I don't know, you correct me if one of y'all said it. Talking about the NWA move. What I don't like about hip hop, that I thought was a very pivotal part of hip hop was a womanizing thing. Back when I was young, I was more of a, I don't sound so arrogant, but when I was young, I had more women coming to me when I was a lot young. I didn't look the way I look now. I'm an old man now. And I hated the fact that you have access to so many women. Deep down inside, I never liked it because it's not how my mama raised me. Yeah. So deep down inside, even though I'm a ladies' man, but I always felt weird about it. That's what I don't like about hip hop. All these women. To me, I think it's a sign of weird. I think it takes a strong. I'm dead sure. I think it takes a strong man to just say this is my woman, and this is my woman. I ain't all woman.
LL came out.
So, but see, that's
Red
contradiction.
Came out.
The good part you just said.
Yeah.
Think about this. You just said that wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I felt weird.
But that culture, influenced you to be that. Because when you say it take a strong man, but if we made it common, you wouldn't have to be so strong.
It don't take me being strong. I don't care no more.
No. What I'm saying is, so when we speak about these things, we can speak about it on a singular focus, but we also have to make sure that we talk about the rule, not the exception. The rule is, if it was common for you to be like, that's my woman.
Right? Or my man, vice versa. Even the women just getting raw as the dudes now.
But, but if that was common, but since it's not common, it takes a strong person who's involved in the culture of the hip hop to say, this is my woman. So if we change the culture, you wouldn't have to be so strong. But the problem is that we have a culture of this, and you have to be a diamond in the rough to be something different, right? Yeah. And what I'm saying is, how about we set up a culture to where you ain't got to be different? What we have as commonality is normal, because we look at it within our culture. Let's look at the marriage rates.
There's a problem with that, though.
What's problem with what?
Problem with what you're saying is the culture changing. I think the problem with that is the economics. You know, as long as you have a leash out there that you're willing to give these artists that shine.
Money.
And they're not even getting money at first. They're just getting vanity.
Well,
exposure. But they feel like, because we're going to put you in a Ferrari, but it's not your Ferrari.
It's not your Ferrari.
You got all this ice on, but it ain't your ice. And that vanity, they feel like it's theirs. And so as long as they give them that at that young age that they're starting out,
and they're going to take it.
They're gonna take it.
They're gonna take it, and watch.
And then the record company's gonna say, "We need you to be like this."
They're gonna feed the beast, and you gonna do what you gotta do to make your money.
Cause you gotta eat.
And you gotta eat. But watch this. Now I love you said that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of artists that said, I have this mindset to create this art, true art, right?
Yeah.
And they show up for their concert, we don't support them.
Yeah.
And then they said, man, I really want to give y'all this good stuff. And then you know what happens? The record company said, yeah, PiKaHsSo, I think you dope, right? And when they say, PiKaHsSo, I think you dope, and PiKaHsSo done do 7 concerts, and 5 people done showed up, and he done lost money, and now the record company come to write you a check.
Man.
PiKaHsSo said, I tried.
What's your company? Write me a check for all the stuff I've done.
You know what I'm saying? So what happens is, I tell people
where's MCA with my money? I'm still waiting on
I tell people all the time, I say, hey man, when these people come to your town with a $35 concert, go support them. Because eventually, when they came out for $35 and y'all didn't come out, the record company says, we'll give you $1 million, we're going to charge everybody $100, they ain't going to come out. A lot of artists that you will see doing this migration where they get more raunchy, especially for the women, or they get more hardcore for the guys. Like, if you hear some of their earlier stuff, they weren't talking like that. Nope. They tried.
They did.
We didn't go support them.
Or you can be like me, just stick to your guns and be broke.
Angle, yeah.
Well, we didn't support them.
If we put our money towards it, then that's what they want.
A lot of artists, like you, they was raised a certain way, right? They want to be able to survive and make a living, feed their family, and live nice. A lot of them don't necessarily want the other stuff because they know what come with it, right?
Right.
I look at a person like Eric Roberson, right?
Okay.
All right, I met him before.
Eric Roberson can come to your town.
God's gotta find.
I met him through Francis J.
He can come to your town.
Releasing him.
he can have
Yeah.
250, 300 people at his show. Now he's an independent artist.
He making
Now
it.
think about it. He's making his money. He's selling his CD. He's selling his album. He goes from city to city.
Yeah.
Eric Rosen ain't hurting for no money.
Right.
But a lot of people, you say, hey, you heard Eric Rosen? If you're not a person who's of a certain age, listen to adult contemporary, you don't know who he
You
is.
don't even know who
But
he is.
guess what? He cool. You know why? Because he ain't broke. He get a chance to sing his music and the way that he want. He ain't got to be overly sexual. He ain't got to be overly raw. He got to be done because his fan base has allowed him to stay there. And I guarantee you, there's been a lot of people that said, Eric, we'll write you a check.
If you just do this.
If you just do this,
Yeah.
and I don't have to. Why? Because my people come out and support me. But that's not the case for a lot of people.
That's what I liked about ourselves. When we was doing all that Dallas Mavericks stuff, PPT and my PiKaHsSo and my Pinnacle.
Yeah.
I could just be eccentric as I want to be. I love being from a rough neighborhood, like living in Dixon Circle, South Dallas, Oak Cliff, and being weird. Like, who is he? First of all, our family's some of the first Muslims in the neighborhood, so we stood out like a sore thumb. I pride myself on that.
Yeah.
So I don't really care about. I know this may sound crazy. I like money, but I don't care about money. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I don't care about money.
You don't care to sell yourself out.
I don't care. I am who I am by now. At this particular junction, like I am who I am.
And you happy with you.
I'm happy with me. So
that's all that matters.
So when I was on stage, we was in our prime. I'm on TV and he's talking back. I want kids like if I just spark one mind, I'm cool with that. That's why I say that. I'm not really. I have to be the kind of I'm gonna help everybody. What they got me. I just help my I don't worry about my grandson TJ and Titan and the people, the few little small people in my circumference.
Hey,
I just try to help everybody. That stuff is tiring.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I teach people. Talk to the people with their hand raised. Because see, what happens is you go to a situation and you want to talk to everybody.
Yeah, if I made my mistake.
Who got their hand raised? Because if I say, hey man, you got something I need to know. Hey PiKaHsSo, teach me this, teach me that, right? I'm willing to listen. It's like in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
In the classroom, the kids you call on without their hand raised don't want to hear from you.
We're basically saying the same thing.
They raise their hand, they want to hear what you got to say.
You know what, man? Not to cut you off, I'll train my thought. We basically said the same thing. You just articulated. I have a natural stuttering problem.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love God, thank you for all my flaws.
Yeah.
If I didn't have my flaws, I couldn't be me. I shake, my hands move. I'm kind of fidgety.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of awkward to women. I love the fact that women are turned off by me when they see me. I love it.
Yeah.
That's what makes me who I am. I'm a kind of dude. All my flaws, I embrace who I am. Like you kind of like if you see me, I'm looking all around. What's wrong? I'm cool. I'm just me.
Yeah.
That's what my mama taught me.
Yeah.
So you saying we basically saying the same thing, big.
Yeah.
You just articulated.
Yeah.
With your deep voice.
Yeah.
It's very well spoken.
Running, guys.
But hey, man.
Hey, I want to take a picture with you.
Let's do it.
Up with the
Hey, shouts out to Fat DJ Fish checking us out. Check out the radio network. Shout out to radio station, man, for him.
Yes, sir.
The Radio Therapy Network, man. You guys can follow me on Instagram at VRadioTherapy.
Shout out to everybody in the room.
Therapy. That's what's up.
Shout out.
Charles Malcolm.
What's his name?
Charles Malcolm, baby. You can find me everywhere in social media.
So you missed my presence, Shirt Musico? I love you too, Fats. It's been a long time, man, but I decided to come live for y'all today, man.
That's right.
Shout out to Charles for making me come live.
Yes, sir. I gotta have you. I had to have you out.
I really appreciate y'all. I'm finna log off. How you log off? How do you log off? I did it in a long time.
I think you might want to ask Terrence.
I see J Nonstop on there.
Ask Terrence. I don't know how long.
I've got to log off.
Is that TikTok?
Oh, you push finish, I guess?
Yeah.
Finish.